So this is a 60-minute flow and let go. So we'll be warming up the body, and then we'll all build a flow together. So a sequence of postures, we'll be working to connect those, work our breath within the flow. You'll have some time to explore that on your own. So you can take this sequence, you can do whatever you want with it, add on, remove poses, do something completely different. So you have time to explore on your mat. And then we'll wind it down with some hip openers, some hamstring openers, really slow the practice down and just kind of let the body open up. So our pose for this week is bound triangle pose. So we have Trikonasana, triangle pose, and then we're working this bind. So we're opening the shoulders, opening the chest, trying to work our way towards that bind. It definitely is it's a deep stretch. It's deep in the low back, it's deep in the shoulders. I'll be queuing up a half bind, but if you know you can take the full bind, I'll show you how to do that as well. And then lastly, our theme for this week is samskaras. Samskaras are habits or patterns. It can emerge in terms of our actions or our thoughts. And basically the idea around samskaras is that the more, every time that they hit our conscious, it also leaves an imprint on our subconscious. And the more that we do something, it develops into a habit. Our habits can elevate us, it can lift us up, it can serve us. Our habits can also lead to suffering or lead to something that's more negative or leaves a more negative impact. So whatever that looks like to you, I'm sure we all have areas in our life where we'd love to like change up a pattern. Like for me, like I work from home and I roll out of bed every morning. Like I would love to implement some form of morning routine, but I just am really attached to like getting the extra 30 minutes of sleep. And then it sets the whole precedence for my day, right? Like I'm a gross mess. I'm like brushing my teeth on a call. Like it's not doing anything for me, but I'm really like attached to the idea of like, I need my extra 30 minutes of sleep. So like, I'm sure we all have like an area in our life where we'll be like, yeah, like a different habit or a different pattern and way I live my life might elevate me or serve me a little bit better. So we can look at that in our practice. And like the practice of yoga, if we turn on this observer point of view, if we observe our actions, observe our thoughts and how we approach things, we can take that off our mat, right? So if you're on your mat and you're like, oh, I'm comparing myself to this class or a previous class or somebody else, like maybe we compare ourselves to others in our day-to-day life. So let's just look at our habits and how they emerge on the mat this morning and see what we can do with them. Let's go ahead and just get started in a comfortable seat. Just close the eyes, sit nice and tall, feel tall on spine. If you have your playlist, go ahead and click play. I'm going to post it up in the chat one more time if you need it. So go ahead and get settled in. Start to notice your breath. As you close your eyes, feel your sits bones rooting into the mat. Feel that connection. Take a deep breath in. Breathe into the root of your spine. Inhale, fill up. And then exhale, let that go. Breathing again, inhale from the root of our spine. Send that breath up the spine, into the chest, into the heart, all the way up through the crown of the head. And then exhale, opposite direction. Imagine that breath going from the crown of the head down the spine to the root. A few more rounds of breath here. Inhale fully, fill up. And exhale, let it go, travel down the spine. 2 more rounds. Inhale, breath up, all the way to the crown of the head, fill up. Exhale, allow the breath to travel down. Last one on your own. Good, let it go. Beautiful, guys. Go ahead and blink open the eyes. Inhale, arms reach up overhead, stretching the shoulders. Good. Exhale, hands to heart center. Breath to movement here. Inhale, arms sweep up. Exhale, hands to heart. Last time, inhale, palms sweep up. And exhale, hands to heart. Good, from here, let's twist to the right. So left hand comes to the right knee, right fingertips come behind the low back. Inhale, sit up tall, find length in the spine. Exhale, twist a little bit deeper. See if you can find a little bit more lengthened space. Inhale, sit up maybe a little bit taller. Exhale, maybe you twist a half an inch deeper. Good, inhale, come back to center and switch outside. So the right hand comes to the left knee, left hand tense up behind the low back. Inhale, find length in the spine. Exhale, twist. Tall spine, twist from the belly. Good, see if you can find a little bit more space in the twist. Inhale, sit up maybe a half inch taller. Exhale, twist a half inch deeper. Beautiful, come back through center. Let's side body stretch, right fingertips walk out to the right. Then the left arm sweeps up and overhead. So I'll be opposite of y'all. Perfect. Feel the length of the side body all the way from that left hip through the shoulder. Good, one more deep breath in. And exhale, replace the hands. Left hand comes down, walk the left fingertips away from the hip, right arm sweeps up and overhead. The bicep is in line with that ear. Think space in the neck, space in the shoulder. Space between the ribs. Good, come back through center. Let's find eagle arms. So our right arm sweeps under the left. Maybe the palms can touch. Maybe you grab opposite shoulders if you're a little tight this morning. But working into eagle arms, we want to think elbows slightly up. So elbows in line with shoulders. And then see if you can move the palms away from the face just a little bit. So feeling the space created in the back of our shoulders. Yeah, y'all look great. Inhale in. And exhale out. Last breath in. And exhale, let it go. Good, go ahead and reach the arms back to a T. And then switching outside, so the left arm wraps under right. Palms to touch or hands to the shoulders. And then start to lift the elbows up so they're in line with the shoulders. And then maybe move the palms away from the face a half an inch or so. Breathe into your shoulders. Imagine your breath spreading in the upper back, in between the shoulder blades. Good, unwind the arms. We're going to come to another seated posture, but let's go ahead and come to our shins. We're gonna sit back onto our heels. If that's uncomfortable for your quads, you have your block. You can set it in between the feet and sit back on the block. So that'll create a little bit more space in the legs. All right, so regardless of the way you're sitting, we're sitting up here. Let's go ahead and interlace our hands behind our low back. So go ahead and clasp the fingers and then start to open the chest. So on an inhale, drop the palms of your hands down, lift the chest. So now stretching out the front side of the body. The ribs will splay open a little bit. That's a-okay. Heart's nice and open this morning. One more breath in. And exhale out. Good, go ahead and come back to center. And from here, we're finding a rabbit variation. So if you can keep the clasp, go ahead and do so. We're just going to tilt forward, bringing the crown of our head to the mat. So keeping our knees together if we can. My top knot's gonna get in the way, but you get the idea. Crown of the head to the mat. The belly is pulling up towards the spine. And then you're stretching the shoulders open here. So moving the hands away from the head. Good job, guys. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Good, go ahead and come back up to center. And we'll make our way to tabletop pose. So stacking our shoulders over our wrists, our hips over our knees. Inhale, drop the belly, draw the shoulders back, gaze up, cow pose. Exhale, push the ground away, chin towards chest, cat pose. Inhale, belly drops, shoulders back. Exhale, round the spine, gaze down. Take a few more rounds at your own breath. Feel free to add in movements here. Just start to notice how the body feels this morning and what you can do to best serve your body. So I mentioned this in all of my classes, but this practice is yours. I may cue something up and that doesn't feel right for your body, or your body might be calling for something different. Honor your body, just do what feels best. Take the best variation, take breaks when you need it. Just listen inward. Good, coming back through center, let's go ahead and curl the toes under, lift the hips up and back. Downward facing dog. Feel free to add in movements here, maybe pedaling out the feet, shifting hips side to side. Think of your downward facing dog as your base. Feel the weight distribution between the hands and the feet. Maybe start to notice those patterns and tendencies. How is my weight shifted in my hands? Is there anything I can do to better even that weight out? Same with the feet. Or maybe I always straighten my legs and I can bend my knees to create a little bit more space in the low back. Just start to notice your body and how you approach the shapes. Start to settle into stillness. Take 3 more cycles of breath here. Good, set the gaze forward, then start to walk the feet towards the hands, coming to forward fold, top of the mat. We'll find Ragdoll Pose, grab opposite elbows, allow the head to hang heavy. Still early this morning, so no need to lock at the knees. You can bend the knees a lot here. Sometimes I think it feels really good to connect the chest to the tops of the legs and find that connection. Gets a little deeper in the hamstrings for me. Allow your head to hang heavy. Imagine all that tension that you've stored up overnight to just strip down the spine. Maybe you sway side to side, maybe you shake out head yes or no. Good, go ahead from here, inhale, find halfway lift, draw the belly in, shoulders back, crown of the head forward. Then exhale, forward fold back in. Good job, guys. One more of this. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold back in, root to rise, reach the arms all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. Let's start to flow a little bit. Inhale, palms lift up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, plant the hands, step back, high plank, hold. So high plank, stacking shoulders over wrists. Spread the fingers wide. Feel the first finger and the thumb, so that L shape of both hands really rooted into the mat. Check in with your core. Draw the belly button up towards the spine, knit the rib cage together. So all of those core muscles are turning on here. We're really, really active. Again, notice your tendencies and how can you layer on different pieces of the alignment to better step into the pose. Take one more inhale. Exhale, lower all the way down to the belly. Good, we're gonna find a locust variation instead of cobra here. So reach the arms back. Then on an inhale, we're lifting head, neck, chest, legs. Active arms, active legs. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, lower down, tap the nose. Inhale, lift up, locust pose. Reach the fingertips back, maybe lift up 1 more inch. Then exhale, tap the nose, plant the hands, step back, downward facing dog. Settle back into your down dog. Take a deep breath in through the nose. And exhale it out through the mouth. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, feet to hands, top of the mat. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Reach your eyes, reach the arms all the way up. Stretch the side bodies here, and then exhale, dive back down, forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, step back, high plank and hold. You can always drop the knees here, guys. Draw the shoulders back and integrate them into the spine. Then layer on the core, draw the belly button up towards the spine, knit the rib cage together towards the midline. Active legs, hamstrings up towards the ceiling, one more breath. Then exhale, lower all the way to the belly. 2 locust pose, reach the arms back. Inhale, lift the head, the chest, the legs. Exhale, tap the nose, tap the feet. One more time, inhale, lift locust pose. Exhale, lower all the way down. Hands come under the shoulders, and you'll lift to downward facing dog. Settle into your downward facing dog. Take a couple of rounds of breath. Beautiful, guys. Deep breath in. And deep breath out. Good, inhale, gaze forward. Then exhale, step or jump top of the mat. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold back in. This time we'll find chair pose. Bend the knees, sink the hips, reach the arms. So strong the legs. Think distributing your weights of the body back towards the heels of the feet. And then knitting the ribs together. So instead of splaying them out, can we knit them together towards the center line of the body? 2 more cycles of breath. Last breath in, your legs are strong, you can do this. Then exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, step back, high plank and hold. Just 2 rounds of breath. Notice your tendencies. Do they serve you, or can you improve them? Last breath in. And exhale, lower all the way to the mat. Slow and controlled, elbows back. Locust pose, reach the hands back. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, tap the nose, tap the toes. Last time, inhale, lift. Maybe you lift a little bit higher, reach the hands back towards the feet. Exhale, tap the nose, plant the palms, child's pose. Reach the fingertips forward. Drop the weight of the hips back. Good job, guys. Beginning to wake the body up. Allow your breath to return back to normal. Let go of control of the breath here. Just notice. One more cycle of breath. Inhale in. And exhale, let it go. Good. We'll meet back in downward facing dog. When you're ready, go ahead and make your way there. And from downward facing dog, we'll start to build out our flow together. So the first round, we'll take it a little bit more slow, really break down each pose and the alignment. Then the next couple of cycles, we'll speed things up, linking breath to movement, and then we'll have some freedom to flow around. We'll start with the right side first. Inhale, lift the right leg high, 3-limb down dog. Reach the heel of the foot, flex the foot, press evenly through both hands. From here, go ahead and draw the right knee towards the nose, hinge forward into that plank shape, stacking shoulders over wrist. See if you can come close to touching the knee to the nose. Inhale, lift it back up, 3-limb down dog. Exhale, step it through. We're coming to Anjaneyasana, so you're dropping the left knee and lifting the arms up overhead. So into our low lunge shape. Go ahead and hinge the hips forward, but at the same time, we're lifting the weight of the upper body out to the hips. Draw the shoulder blades down. Feel the inner thighs engaging towards the center line of the body. Take one more breath in, and exhale, breath out. Good, start to lower the hands in front of the front foot. We're finding half split, so go ahead and straighten the right leg, flex the right toes towards the face. If the block helps you here, you can definitely use it to bring the ground a little bit closer to you. Good. Even at the hips, the tendency here a lot of the time is that we want to kind of open up that left hip and keep the right hip drawn forward. See if you could draw the right hip flexor back and the left hip flexor forward. You're going to square off the hips a little bit more. Good. Go ahead and bend deeply in the front knee. We'll find easy twist. Left hand comes down, right arm reaches up. Open the chest, twist from the belly. Go ahead and curl the left toes under, lift the knee up. Then from here, we're finding standing split. So go ahead and place the right hand down, gaze forward, and we're kicking off with that left foot. So use your right leg to root and ground you, then kick the left leg up. Allow the head to hang heavy here. For standing splits, it's up to you. I don't care if you keep your legs kind of more square, like L shape, or you can open up that left hip stack left on right. So whatever feels best to take that variation. Good. From here, let's go ahead and plant the left foot back down, bend deeply in the right knee. We're pivoting the left toes out so that it's warrior 2 feet. Yep, then go ahead and lift up warrior 2. Nice. Set your foundation here. We want our shoulders over our hips, square towards this side, so not bringing your chest forward. That's kind of my tendency, is I want to bring my upper body where my gaze is. See if you can draw the chest over the hips and then reach the arms apart from each other. As we're reaching apart, that energy spreads. We also want to keep the shoulders integrated into the spine. Beautiful job, guys. All right, so we're working towards our half bind. So the left hand is going to wrap around the low back. The palm can be facing up on the low back, or maybe you can reach the left fingertips all the way around and grab onto that right hip area. I kind of grab onto where my hip meets my right leg. Good, let's go ahead and reverse that warrior with that binding shape. Reach the right arm up and back. Yes, perfect. Good, from here we come to our peak pose, our bound triangle with the half bind. Go ahead and straighten the right leg. Reach that right fingertip forward, reach, 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 and then the right hand settles down. It can meet the leg. The block is a great place to be as well. We can keep the shoulder open and work the crown of the head forward. Good. As you flow on your own, if your shoulders are really open, you can loop that right arm around the right hamstring and find the full bind perhaps. Yeah, if you want to layer it on, try it on, now's a good time to do so. Okay, so from here we're coming into half moon. Let's try it with that left arm still bound. So half moon, half bind. If you have the full bind, you can try full bound, half moon as well. Start to walk the right fingertips a little bit forward in front of that right foot, and then kick the left leg up. Flexing left toes. Again, the block is really great here to support under the right hand. Yes, beautiful, guys. Really good. Engage the core, energy out of the left toes. Take one more breath in. Then go ahead and lower that left foot down, bend the right knee, unwind the arms, runner's lunge. Awesome, then runner's lunge, step back, high plank. Then yogi's choice this morning. If you want to build some heat, build some tapas, maybe you find chaturanga lower half leg, or maybe you just skip the vinyasa. Inhale, upward facing dog, lift the thighs, shoulders back. Exhale, back, down dog. Yes, and like I was saying, you can always skip the vinyasas if you want to build heat, build tapas. The vinyasa is a good place to do so. If you want your class to be a little bit more gentle, you skip it. Let's reset the breath. Inhale, deep breath in. Exhale, deep breath out. Left side, inhale, lift your left leg high. Lift from the hamstring, flex the foot. Then hinge forward, draw the left knee towards the nose, push the ground away. Engage the belly, inhale, lift the left leg up and back. Exhale, step it through. Low lunge, strap your right knee. Reach your arms up. Good. Feel the energy of the left heel dragging back. So back towards the hips. We're lowering the hips, but lifting our upper body out of the hips. Good. Take one more deep breath in here. And exhale, deep breath out. Go ahead and lower your hands down, straighten the left leg. Bartahan, half splits. Notice the hips, are they square, or can you draw the left hip back a half inch or so and draw the right hip forward? Feel the hamstring lengthen. Good. Go ahead and bend deeply through the front knee. We'll find easy twist. Right hand down, left arm reaches. From here, curl the right toes under, lift the right knee. Good. Gaze towards the left foot, lower left hand, kick off for your standing splits. Allow the crown of the head to hang heavy. I find that if I really let my head go, I can usually lift the top leg up a couple inches. Good. Take a deep breath in. And exhale out. Good. Start to lower the right foot down. So I like to rotate my toes out, bend deeply through my front knee, then place the right foot down. Go ahead and windmill, open the arms, warrior two. Find your alignment. Find your structure of the pose. Shoulders over hips. Gaze over the front fingertips. Reach the fingertips away, but draw the shoulders into the back. Deep breath in. And exhale, breath out. Breath in. And exhale, breath out. Good. So this time we bind with the right hand. So right hand sweeps around the low back. You can keep it so the palm of your hand is facing up and you're drawing the elbow away, or you start to wiggle those fingertips into the left hip crease. That area where the hip meets the leg. Good. Let's go ahead and reverse it. Flip your front palm, reverse warrior. Stretch the side body open, deep bend in the front knee. Then working towards our bound Trikonasana, straighten the left leg. Reach the left fingertips, reach the crown of the head forward, and then lower the left hand. So keeping that bind in our top arm, working the shoulder away from our body, but still keeping the crown of the head reaching forward. If you want to try the full bind, you work that shoulder under the hamstring, you have to bend your leg a little bit to get there, and then maybe you can straighten the leg. It's really deep, so I'm sticking with half bound today. Good. So from our triangle, we're trying the half bind, half moon. So go ahead and set your gaze forward. Heel toe the right foot in. Right fingertips come down in front of the left foot, and then kicking off with the right leg. Flex the right toes. Stack shoulder over shoulder. Take a deep breath in. Feel the footing of the left foot rooting into the mat. Exhale out. Good, go ahead and lower down to runner's lunge. Bend the left knee, right foot sends back. Then from here, step back, high plank. Good job, guys. And then lower halfway chaturanga, or you skip your vinyasa. You're taking the vinyasa, inhale, upward facing dog, lift the thighs, chest back. Exhale back, downward facing dog. Settle back in. Draw the mind's awareness to your breath. Awesome job, guys. Let's go ahead and start to link breath to movement, speeding up our flow a little bit quicker. Inhale, lift the right leg high. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, straighten the right leg back. Exhale, step it through, low lunge, drop the knee, arms lift. Good work. Lower the arms, straighten the right leg, Ardha Hanuman, half splits. Then we'll rebend the knee, left hand down, right arm up. Curl the back toes under, lift the knee. Then right hand lower, standing splits. Lift off. You want to play with balance here. You can bring the right hand to the right ankle, maybe. Good. From half splits, we find warrior two. Play the left foot down. Go ahead and windmill, open the arms. Good. Left hand comes around the low back, reaches for the hip crease. Find reverse warrior, sweep right arm up and back. Yes, you guys look so good. From here, straighten the front leg. Find your half bound triangle pose. Reach the right fingertips, right hand lands. Spiral, open the chest. Gaze down and forward. Half moon pose, bend deeply in the front knee. Start to lift off. Stack hip over hip, flex left toes. Good. From here, gaze down, runner's lunge. Step the left foot back. Awesome. Then step back, high plank. Yogi's choice vinyasa through the other side, or meet us back in down dog. Nice job, left side. Inhale, lift the left leg high. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, lift. Exhale, step it through, low lunge. Drop the right knee, lift the arms. Exhale, hands drop, straighten left leg, half splits. Rebend, easy twist, right hand down, left arm reaches. Curl the back toes under, lift the knee. Good, left hand drops, gaze down, kick off, standing splits. Good, from here we come back down to our warrior two. Spiral open the arms, dive that right arm back. Good, right hand wraps around the low back, reaches for the hip crease. Flip the front palm, reverse your warrior, stretch left side body open. Come back through center, straighten the left leg. Half bound, Trikonasana. Good. Last pose of the sequence, set the gaze forward. Maybe staying with that half bind for the half moon. You can always unwind the arms, kicking off. Reaching energy out of the right wheel. Good. Gaze down, runner's lunge, I'm moving your balance. And then yogi's choice, vinyasa through, or meet us back in down dog. Once you make it back to downward facing dog, let's go ahead and find child's pose. Drop the knees and shins, reach the fingertips forward. Feel free to grab a sip of water. Just take a moment for yourself. Good job, guys. Allow the effects of the sequence to energize the body this morning, wake you up. Feel the warmth. Good. And then whenever you're ready to move on, we'll meet back in downward facing dog. If you know the sequence and you feel comfortable with it, feel free to just take it on your own. I'll verbally lead you through the right side so you can follow along with me. And then we'll have the next several minutes or so to flow on our own, take that through both sides one more time. So if you're following along with me, go ahead and inhale, lift the right leg high. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, lift and straighten the right leg. Exhale, step it through, low lunge. Inhale here, and exhale, drop the hands, straighten front leg. From here, easy twist, left hand down, right arm reaches. And we curl the back toes under, lift the knee. Right hand down, standing splits. Good, lower the left leg down, bend deeply in the front knee, warrior two. Come to that standing pose. Nice, and then left hand wraps around the low back. Flip the front palm, reverse the warrior. Good, straighten the right leg, triangle pose, reach, 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 lengthen the side body. Good, gaze down and slightly in front of you, half moon pose with the half bind, with the full bind, with no bind. Good, and then lower back runner's lunge. Take it to the second side. Go ahead and start to flow on your own. You have time to take the left side and then another round of right and left. So we'll take the next 3 minutes or so. Take the pressure off. If you forget a pose, if you forget the sequence, it's completely okay. Just have fun with it. No need to take it so seriously. Beautiful flows, guys. Again, you have time to go through the right and left side, so a total of 4 flows through the next couple minutes or so. If your body needs more rest, feel free to take more slower restorative positions, so no need to be tied to the sequence. As you're flowing, just notice your mind. Notice where your mind takes you. Does your mind keep you grounded to the present? Does your mind take you elsewhere? If your mind is taking you elsewhere, is it thinking positively or thinking negative thoughts? Through our practice of yoga, we can just start to be an observer of the self and really learn and educate ourselves on how we approach the world, our own thought patterns. And that greater sense of awareness just helps us be more present, approach the world in a more aware and present way. Once you finish both sides, I'll know you're finished once you make your way to a comfortable resting position. No rush to get there, you still have time. If you've already made your way to rest, just observe the breath. Feel expansiveness on the inhales and softening on the exhales. Beautiful job this morning, guys. Take a few more rounds of breath. Again, noticing how the sequence of postures landed in your body this morning. Maybe you feel a little bit more open. Maybe you feel a little bit more aware or present. Maybe you feel warmer, more energized. Just notice those feelings that surface. Good. Let's all take a deep breath in. Feel the belly expand. The heart space open. And exhale, let it go. Good. Awesome. Start to come back to downward facing dog. And we'll start to get into our let go portion of class. So holding poses for a little bit longer, really using the heat we've created to open the body. Nice work, guys. Let's inhale, lift the right leg high. 3 limb down dog. Then exhale, step the right foot to the outside of the right hand. So you need to walk the right hand in, a handprint or two, and then lower the left knee. So we're finding our lizard lunge. Good. So you have kind of 3 levels here. Your palms can be down, and if you feel the stretch, you can absolutely stay here. You can lower your forearms down to a block. That's kind of halfway in between. Or you can lower the forearms down to the mat. For this first few rounds of breath, let's work the right knee in towards the right shoulder. So you're planting that right foot into the mat, all 4 corners into the mat. Get yourself to a position where you can hold the pose and breathe. So we don't want to hold the breath. We want the breath to be able to move freely in and out. At the same time, you may be feeling sensations of tension, releasing. Again, just notice those sensations, notice what they feel like. See if you can use your breath as a tool to open the hips. Let's take 2 more rounds of breath. Last round of breath. Good. So staying here in our lizard lunge, we're just rotating to the outside edge of the right foot. So rotating to the outer edge, the right knee will start to point out towards the right side wall. And again, you can stay on the palms, block, forearms. We'll take a few rounds of breath here. You just may feel the sensation, the opening slightly shift. Notice what the mind does here as you hold. See if you can draw it back to something that keeps you present in this moment. Okay, really good. Go ahead and come back up onto the palms if you're down in your forearms. All right, we're gonna try a twist here. If this doesn't serve your body, just stay right here. The left hand comes down and the right arm reaches forward, up, and around. So reaching back towards the left toes. Good. So maybe you stay here. And this is a perfectly great place to be. If you want to add on a little bit more and you know you have mobility in your quads, you can start to bend the left knee so that the heel comes in towards the glutes and reach around with the hand. So this is going to be accessible for some and not accessible for others, and that's perfectly okay. Everybody's body is different. Just honor where you're at this morning. So maybe you find the twist in the bind, maybe you're just working the twist, maybe your palms are just down. Good. You have the bind, take a deep breath in, and then exhale, slowly lower that all the way down, plant the hands, step back, downward facing dog. Good job, guys. Bend one knee, bend the other, wag the tail out, find movement. Those lizard lunges are always super juicy, super deep. Good. Let's take it all on the left side. Inhale, lift the left leg high. Exhale, step it to the outside of the left hand. Lower the right knee down. Good. And then for this first round, find a version of the pose that works for you. Maybe lowering your hands to a block, staying up on the palms, or forearms down to the ground. Remember, for this first round, we want the 4 corners of our left foot. So you'll feel like the left ball of the foot, the right ball of the foot, and then both sides of the heels. You'll feel that anchor into the mat. That's going to help draw the left knee in towards the left shoulder. Soften your jaw, soften your shoulders, soften your forehead. Two more rounds of breath. Good. Go ahead and start to roll to the outside edge of that left foot. So roll to the outer edge. The left knee will start to track out towards the left of the body. And again, any level with the arms, palms down, forearms to block, forearms down. Settle in. Find a place where you can breathe freely, but feel the deep opening. With each inhale, find space in your belly. And with each exhale, use that to open the hips a little bit more. Awesome job, guys. Go ahead and make your way back up to your palms. Keeping your legs where they're at. We'll find a twist. So planting into our right hand, you're reaching your left fingertips forward. And then up, around, and back. So rotating that arm open, palm facing forward. Good. Awesome. You guys look great. And then maybe staying here, maybe bending the right knee, heeling towards the glute, making the connection, or even just reaching in opposition. So if you can't find the connection, you'll still get the same spirit of the stretch by bending the knee. It's tough on the kneecap. Don't take it, just maybe someday you'll get there, but again, we only have one set of knees, so be mindful. Good, let go of that thigh, plant the hand back, and step back down or facing up. Really good job, guys. Good, let's go ahead and come down to our knees and make our way to a seat. Go ahead and extend both legs out in front of you for seated forward fold. Go ahead and root into your sits bones. You can kind of peel the flesh away from you. Find that deep connection. Sit up really tall, so engage all those postural muscles. Shoulders down into the spine, rib cage knitting together. Go ahead and reach the arms up overhead. Sit up really tall. Take a deep breath in here. And then exhale, start to fold. You can bend your knees a lot or a little. Find lengthen your spine, reach forward, and then start to round and soften. You can use your block if you'd like to support under the forehead as well. Just find a place where you can be comfortable for several breaths. Nice job, guys. Take one more inhale in. Exhale out, let it go. Beautiful, come back up to seated. And we'll make our way onto our backs. As we find our way onto our backs, go ahead and bring the feet together, the knees out wide for Supine Twist. So our reclined bound ankle. You can bring one hand to the heart, one hand to the belly. Close the eyes. Feel the heaviness of the body here. Feel the rise and fall of the belly on the inhale and exhale. Good job. Go ahead and bend both knees, bring both soles of the feet to the back, walking the heels in towards the glutes. So our last little push of energy here, we're going to do 1 round of bridge, 1 round of wheel or wheel prep. Wheel's not in your practice, then you can take 2 rounds of bridge. For this first round of bridge, walk the heels in towards the glutes. Again, 4 corners of both feet rooted into the mat. Then on an inhale, start to lift the hips up towards the ceiling. Feel the back of your head connected into the mat. Your forearms are down, or you can interlace the hands behind the low back and roll into the shoulders to get that little boost of height in the back end. Set your gaze up, 2 cycles of breath here. Feel the inner thighs turn on, the ribs open. Good. If you have the arms down, go ahead and unwind and roll all the way down. Keep the legs neutral here. Good. Yeah, perfect, guys. For this next round, we'll find wheel. If you don't want to take wheel, just take another round of bridge, just as we previously did. For wheel, go ahead and place your hands on the mat, fingertips pointing towards the shoulders. Before you push up, start to draw the elbows in towards the chest, so toward that midline of the body. Root through both feet, then on an inhale, lift the crown of the head. So use your feet, push the ground away, connect to the top of your head, then use the strength of your arms, start to straighten the arms, start to straighten the legs. A little bit, not all the way. Good, so your wheel pose. Once you're in wheel, start to move the chest forward to the gates of the arms, and the gaze is down in between both palms. Our inner thighs turning on, think about gripping a block in between your knees. Take a deep breath in, and wherever you're at, exhale, lower all the way down, bend the elbows, slowly with control. Good. Let's neutralize the spine, walk the feet out wide and lift the mat, knees knock in. Give yourself a hug, crossing elbow over elbow, close the eyes. Back bends are really energizing. So carry that into the rest of your day, your weekend. Good, cross elbows, opposite arm on top. Good, and closing out our practice, we'll find a supine twist, extend the left leg out long, hug the right knee into the chest, inhale here. Then exhale, cross the right knee over the body. Right arm can be bull pose or long. If you want a little twist, stretch of the neck, you can drop the right ear towards the ground. Gaze over the right fingertips. Allow your breath to slow back down. Come back to that natural state of being. Good, bring the right knee back into the chest. And then gently switch out sides, right leg is long, left knee hugs into the chest. Inhale here to prepare. Then exhale, cross the left knee over the body. Find your supine twist. Draw the left knee back into the midline of the body. And then from here, letting go into your final rest, your Savasana. Arms out long, palm facing up. Pick up space with your legs, toes pointing out. If there's anything you need to close out your class, any last minute postures, please take them. Otherwise, find your rest. Close your eyes. Let go of anything you're holding on to. And simply be. Take a deep breath in, fill the belly rise. Exhale, deep breath out. Invite your movements back to the body, wiggle fingers, wiggle toes, arms, ankles. Any movements that best serve your body. Eventually, we'll make our way up to a comfortable seat. You can roll, you can rock. As we arrive to seated, just gently close the eyes. Starting class with a tall spine, or ending class with that same tall spine that we started with. Just simply observe the self here. Notice your state of mind. Notice your emotional state of being. Observe your physical state of being. As a group together, let's take one more round of breath. Inhale, deep breath in. Exhale, let it go. Draw your hands to heart center. The light and love in me honors the light and love in each of you. Namaste.